TBT Naruto. Today is February 2nd, 2020, Super Bowl Sunday. Going on right now. Currently right now. NFL 100 season, 2019-2020 season. Kansas City Chiefs versus 49ers, Super Bowl 54. And currently right now scores 10-10 at halftime. The halftime show just happened. Amazing. Shakira and Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez is Shakira. And it's exciting. Patrick Mahomes touchdown was amazing with that stutter step. Patrick Mahomes, boy, let's get it, let's go. And I think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to go in and win. And we'll see what happens. All right, let's get it, let's go.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Players. There really is nothing like it in golf. The stadium course at TPC Sawgrass, home to the Players Championship. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. And what a golf course, Frank. And obviously the most famous hole is that little island, par 3, 17th. And it's the ultimate hold your breath moment. When that ball is airborne on a Sunday afternoon, you don't know, wet or dry, victory or agonizing defeat.
It's certainly a great temptress, and it's fitting in this golf course that was created for two reasons by Pete Dye. It was created to be a cliffhanger of sorts and to test the great players of the world, and of course it was built with natural viewing in mind, so it's the perfect stadium venue for this championship.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Frank, what's the best way to get at this first hole?
Ideally, you want to go with a short iron. Makes it easier to keep the ball on the right level.
Good swing, good shot yet again. That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. So they get it to 2 under with that birdie. Second hole here at Sawgrass, 532-yard par 5. Frank, considered one of the easier holes on the golf course, is that right?
Yeah, you don't have to hit it much. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there.
Come on now.
John Daly, take a big fella.
Golf ball.
How about that drive?
Shout out to Human Torch. And also my girl Brie Larson's Captain Marvel. She fans on too with the power of the cosmos.
That, Frank, is position A.
Wouldn't you like to have that in your bag every day?
Love it.
Second shot.
All right, eagle.
Couldn't have done much better than that.
That was great, though.
Eagle is very possible. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Moving into the top 25 after making an eagle right there. Now the par 3 third.
Not overly long, but 2 is a rarity here. Difficult green, and you don't see a lot of tee shots actually finish close here for some unknown reason.
.81 points like Kobe Bryant in one NBA game. Kobe!
Oh, this is right at it.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point.
For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in now on our featured golfer here at the 4th. Frank, this is a very nice start to the round. Couple of birdies on the scorecard, looks extremely solid.
Yeah, it looks well poised actually to have a very good round today.
Good contact, good result. Frank, so crucial, isn't it, to just choose the right bat, club selection?
Yeah, when you're playing well and you're swinging well, you're going to hit more good shots than normal. But to top that off, if you can choose more good clubs than you normally would, then you will play better.
Good-looking shot right here. On the green, and a chance for birdie. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
I tell you, he's setting himself up for a good weekend. Former college #1 makes another birdie. Frank, how about this par 4 fifth?
I lost count the number of bunkers here, off the tee and sort of in play with the second shot if you're in trouble, or even the one that's sort of left and long. Really good par 4 though. Fairway somehow has to be achieved if you want to reduce this par 4 to just a simple 2-shotter.
From a perfect position, ready to play his next shot. Frank, mistake-free golf. You hope you can keep it together. Possibility of a very special round here.
Yeah, the only real thing to worry about is not to get too far ahead of yourself. At the moment, swing looks tremendous. And just keep the round ticking over, one hole at a time. I know it sounds like a cliche, but right now, he's exactly where he wants to be.
All right, Eagle. That was close though.
Terrific golf shot. Now, that for an easy birdie. And getting ready for the putt.
And it feels like Kobe Bryant first number in the NBA. Kobe. It's first number he wore his jersey. His first jersey number in the NBA.
This is a pretty good performance.
All right, let's keep it moving.
6 under for the tournament. Hole number 6. I really like this hole, Frank. It's fun par 4.
Yeah, very claustrophobic tee shot, heading through that chute to the fairway. Starts to open up and then it sort of shrinks in again because of all the palm trees around this green. But very short par 4. So if you're good with a wedge, good chance for 3. Well, it's going to take a good one here considering what they've already gone through, Rich. Right now, that green is going to look very small, so it's going to take a good shot here to give himself an opportunity.
Some really poor play to this point. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. That is classy.
They had a chance of going in.
Could really use this one. It's for birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Seventh hole here at Sawgrass. Frank, a bit uncomfortable off the tee.
It is. It reminds me a little bit of the opening hole, much longer version, where when you stand on the tee and look at the green, it's a straightaway hole. But that fairway goes to the left and it comes back to the right. But they're all optical illusions.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Now the approach to the seventh. Frank, what do you need to be mindful of here?
It's rather narrow in the front of this green, and then there's some mounds both right and left. Be very aware of those mounds. They can actually help you out.
This has been a tee to green clinic. Absolutely perfect. Everything coming off the center of the club face and everything in regulation. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Here we are at the 8th at Pete Dye's famed stadium course at the TPC Sawgrass. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Frank, this is a hole that I really like.
And players do too, Rich, especially off that back tee where it must be about 80 yards of shoot that you go through before the hole actually starts to open up. And this green, 11 bunkers in total around the whole putting surface.
Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. A good effort, a good par putt. Frank, now at the 9th, this really is one of my favorite par 5s in the entire sport.
And I certainly enjoy watching people play it today, Rich. It used to be unreachable, but the longer hitters now,
Take a picture,
see them go for this par 5 regularly.
Come on now.
The reason why they start to hit the drive
Wow.
down the right
Off
than
ball.
they used to.
Got the human torch and reload this Kevin Marvel. Flames on too. The pod Cosmos.
A drive. Just tattooed that. And from the fairway for his second shot here. Frank, narrow entryway to this green here at the 9th. Short shot, but kind of difficult.
Yeah, don't want to get too aggressive here. You missed the green on the left, that bunker there, very difficult to get it up and down. And of course, there's the two little pop bunkers on the right side.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. These putts keep the round together. just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. Let's get the back nine started here at the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass and break down the 10th for us, Frank.
Well, it's similar to the opening hole. The first and 10th give you the same feeling where you feel awkward off the tee shot. Difference to the first hole, you've got to poke your tee shot towards the right side of the fairway here, turning it into a dogleg. And similar thing now, you're going back across the fairway to the green.
Second shot now at the 10th, and again, Frank, accuracy is at a premium.
Yeah, gone are the days to sort of thrash it out of the trees like Phil Mickelson. Ideally, coming out of that fairway, you're hitting to a green that moves to the right, so that makes it a little bit more difficult than what the mind's eye first sees.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, that's a formality now.
You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. All right, hole number 11 here at the TPC Sawgrass, 558-yard, par 5, no shortage of options, no shortage of hazards, Frank.
If there's one hole at TPC Sawgrass where you can literally this is it.
Come on now. Fly on. Golf ball. Shout out to him and Torch, and also my girl, Narcissus Captain Marvel. She flames on too. The power of the cosmos.
Frank, right where you want to be. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. All right, Frank, the 11th is a reachable. What's the right strategy?
Well, it feels like that green should be about another 30 or 40 yards to the right, Rich. Makes the player aim left, and it's such a narrow green, but it's worth the risk.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Locked in on the read and the speed. Now to double figures under par. That's a good place to be. 10 under. Up now, hole number 12. It's a short one, 358-yard, par 4.
This can catch you off guard. If you just try and hit the ball on the fairway, if you're on the middle of the fairway, the left side, you will have a blind second shot. So ideally, hit it down that right side of the fairway if you want to see the flag.
Frank, it may be obvious you'd rather have a ball sitting up perfectly in these fairways as opposed to the deep rough off to the left or right. But how is a player able to take advantage when he has that good lie?
Well, anything better than that would be sitting on a tee. That is a perfect lie. It almost guarantees good contact.
And it makes the green in regulation. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Frank, 17 gets so much attention here at the TPC Sawgrass, but 13 par 3 is exciting in its own right.
It is, and it's actually more difficult than 17. One of the reasons it's longer, and also the green here. 17 obviously has two sections in it, front and top. This has, I don't think there's a flat piece on it. And every now and again we watch a ball roll all over the screen and actually find the cup for the odd ace.
That is a beauty, a real beauty. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Right off the edge. Wow.
That hurts.
Did the job right there. All right, Frank, this one gets everybody's attention. 14th, 481 yards, par 4.
Yeah, it's not just the length of this hole. Water down. Well, when he goes after it, like he is here. That is burning through the atmosphere. Look at that. It's got a tail.
Golf ball.
That's like a
Tried to hit
rocket
torch,
ship. That one
and
was launched by
my girl, we
NASA.
lost since got the motor. She flames on also. With the power of the cosmos.
Wow, Frank, that was an absolute bomb right there.
Yeah, what's longer than long? Because we just saw it. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
That will be a great look at birdie. He has this putt for birdie. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. Just before we get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, 15 requires all of your attention, doesn't it, Frank?
Personally, I think this is the prettiest hole on the golf course, Rich. I've actually often gone back there and taken pictures. Just a gentle dogleg to the right. You come out of the chute. Seems to be a generous fairway. You just get a little view of the bunker down the right side, but virtually there's no lip there, so that's not a concern. The green, all sorts of weird and wonderful waves on it. Well protected by a big bunker on the left, and there's two little pop bunkers out on the right that, if your first time around, you might notice.
Getting set now for the approach at the 15th.
Yeah, good looking second shot here, but you've got to be precise. Hardly a flat spot on this green.
Birdie try up next. Shouldn't be a problem here. Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Now the start of the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18. Par 5, 16. Frank, Tiger made birdie here all 4 days in winning in 2013.
Fred Couples made that fantastic eagle many years ago. Hole bends a little to the player's left. You don't have to hit driver here if you're a long hitter, but you really must move that ball right to left.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot.
Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Just averted danger right there. So close.
What is he able to like?
This would give him an eagle. Under on the day. Frank, a couple different ways to watch golf as a fan. You could follow your favorite player for a number of holes, or you can park yourself in one spot. I think one of the better ones is the hill behind the 17th at TPC Sawgrass.
Yeah, and that's why the reaction of the fans is so different. If you followed that player the whole way around, you've lived and died on every shot he's hit. Meanwhile, if you're stuck at a hole, you want to see some tragedy, you want to see some great shots, and consequently you get that divergence of different type of fan.
Good looking shot right here. Oh my goodness, Frank. I think that baby went in.
Is that only one? Let's get it. Let's go. That was amazing.
People always talk about
by me, of course. All right.
Visually intimidating. Frank, what about 18?
17, 18.
There's a little bit of wind
Let's
off the
get
right,
it. Let's
the tee
go.
shot is so much easier. But if that wind is coming
Thank
off
you for the perfect
water,
analogy,
not
man.
only
You
do you
know.
see the water and the
Yes,
wooden
ma'am.
bulkheads, you see all the rough and the trees on the right. And of course, then you start bringing 5, 6, 7, even 8 into play. That's what makes this tee shot so hard. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start.
Frank, really challenging second shot here at the home hole, the 18th.
You have to be decisive going in here. You can see all the trouble in front of you. Water left, that mounding on the right. Neither place really is good to go. So somehow you've got to muster up your best shot.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, Frank, round one in the books. Look who's on top of the leaderboard.
And that's with some strong play today. They don't really need to look back. Strong play heading into the second round tomorrow.
Alright, CBC now it's over and out. Like I said, today's February 2nd, 2020. It's amazing. My birthday week. My birthday's February 4th, 2020. And it's my birthday month, February 2020. Super Bowl's going on right now. It's amazing, exciting, and pretty fresh. Shout out to that. And it's in Miami, Florida too. It's perfect. And also, I want to acknowledge Kobe Bryant and say Kobe Bryant is as he is for eternity. A legend. And also, my birthday. Second month of the year, fourth month of the day, fourth month of the second, second month of the year, fourth day of the second month of the year. 2 times 4 is 8, and that's Kobe Bryant's first number that he wore on his jersey in the NBA, like I said earlier. And 2 next to 4 is 24, and that's Kobe Bryant's second number that he wore in the NBA on his jersey. So, perfect acknowledgement by me. And with all that said, I just want to acknowledge all that. And CBT Naruto, over and out.